So the Chicago Bears just ensured their future with yet another really smart move. And the move that I'm going to talk about today is the re-signing, the extension of linebacker TJ Edwards. Just a really smart move. But it's more than that. This is the continuation of a pattern that we're seeing from the Chicago Bears. And they're doing a few things here. They're ensuring that, one, they're always going to have a healthy cap situation. I'm going to talk through that. And also, they're taking care of their players while at the same time taking care of them really, really well, while at the same time constantly doing team-friendly deals. And just the latest example before this was the Kyler Gordon contract. It was on the headlines that he became the NFL's highest paid nickel cornerback. But I look at this a little differently. He's actually the 21st highest paid cornerback in the league because defensive coordinator Dennis Allen is going to greatly expand his role into this defense. Beyond the nickel, I talked about that a couple days ago. Go check it out. And also, if you were watching this summer, did you see where the Cincinnati Bengals were at? What did you think when you saw that happening? I thought, man, I never want to be in that situation, and the Bears are not going to be. If you look at what the Cincinnati Bengals found themselves in, they had stacked up a lot of really good players, especially on offense. But what did they do? They waited until the last possible moment until they were forced to sign Jamar Chase to a contract that made them give him a record-setting deal, and then you franchise tag T. Higgins multiple years. You get forced into paying him huge money, and now they're in a situation that Trey Hendrickson, they can't even get him signed to a contract because they waited so long that you have guys like Myles Garrett that reset the market, and Watt from Pittsburgh, he's going to sign a huge contract. They're just in a big mess, and they're going to be in salary cap hell for years. That's not where the Bears are going to be. So I'm just going to get to brass tacks here. Let's go to the formal report from Ian Rappaport. Can't say his name. He reported that linebacker TJ Edwards has a new deal coming his way, and this is straight from the report. TJ Edwards is getting an extension from the Chicago Bears. He's been a tackling machine, agreed, since joining the Chicago Bears as a free agent in 2023. So he's a University of Wisconsin product. He had a team leading 155 tackles, 91 solo in 2023. And that was also to go along with 2.5 sacks, 8 quarterback hits, 8 tackles for a loss, 3 interceptions, a forced fumble, 2 fumble recoveries, and this is him locked up on a 2-year, $20 million extension, $16.6 million, fully guaranteed. Just a really, really smart signing, and I can't like this any more than I already do. He also followed up that 2023 with last year. He had 129 tackles, 79 solo, 12 tackles for a loss, 6 QB hits, a forced fumble, 2 fumble recoveries, plus an interception. The guy is just money. And I think it's also fair to say that this contract was well-deserved. He definitely outplayed the contract that he signed as a free agent in 2023. So fully okay with him getting a hefty pay raise. And especially since the Bears, they're a team with still such a healthy amount of space under the salary cap. Still, the Bears have structured the salary cap so well that you have St. Brown from the Lions just complaining multiple expletives, but he's basically saying, man, the Bears seem to have unlimited money, and that's because we manage it well. The Bears only have $3 million in dead cap. The only team that's better than that in the NFL are the Pittsburgh Steelers, and also, it doesn't even make him the Bears' highest paid linebacker. That distinction, that's Tremaine Edmunds. He's getting $18 million a year, ranks 3rd among all the linebackers in the NFL. So I think this is like the kind of contract that that's probably prohibitive for the Bears moving forward. I don't think they're going to continue to pay TJ or Tremaine Edmunds that much money in the future. And it also does more. It leaves ripple effects. Anytime something like this is done, it affects other things. The Bears have done this free agency period so brilliantly that it's not just in the first round that they can take the best player available. It's the whole draft. They shored up their offensive line with a new center, 2 new guards. You guys know Drew Dahlman. They got the guy at the top of the market, then added Joe Tooney, and then also followed that up with Jonah Jackson, who was just a steal because head coach Ben Johnson knows exactly how to use him. You follow it up. Maybe the Bears need a corner in the draft, right? No, we don't, because we have Kyler Gordon signed. So we have that assurance. We have him along with our number 1, Jalen Johnson, just a tandem signed for long term, at least a few years they're intact. And now you have, maybe the Bears need to go linebacker. That's a place of need because you have these 2 star linebackers that are going to be due a contract really soon. And also we let our number 3 linebacker go to the Cowboys. He's with Coach Flus. And so that was a need. But now it's like TJ Edwards is signed. So I don't care if it's the 3rd, the 4th, the 5th, or 6th round. All the way across the board, the Bears can do best player available, because also on the defensive line, we signed a new tackle. We signed Dio to rush the passer opposite Montez Sweat. Guys, this has been done so well. We never have to reach in the draft because it's a position of need. This is just, I've never seen the Bears so set up in this manner coming into a draft. It's really encouraging. And I don't think I'm being too much of a Pollyanna. Granted, we are winning another offseason. Granted, I am cautiously optimistic here. We do have to finally prove it on the field, but man, this is just really, really good. And now we're kind of looking at the other linebacker's contract, Tremaine Edwards, right? He's still under contract, but he's a possible cut next year in a move that would create $15 million in cap space. And it's, once again, these contracts are structured. So let's say we have to cut Tremaine Edwards. It would save us $15 million on the cap and get away from that $18 million a year that he hasn't really lived up to. It's only going to cost the Bears $2.4 million in dead money if we do that. Just absolutely fantastic situation. And I think it seems really questionable to pay 2 essentially off-ball linebackers at the same time. Edmonds has got to get it together in 2025 because his deal is really the only big one that's going to be on the books in 2026. And it's just a really good situation. So kind of the news of his extension, it's all about GM Ryan Poles. It's all about him rewarding a player who outperformed his original deal with the team and also keeping a respected veteran in the locker room. I mean, he's just absolutely essential in the locker room. The guy was the team captain last year, and he was the team's Art Rooney Sportsmanship Award nominee in 2023. So long and short of it, quality football player, tackling machine, a good dude to have in the locker room, right? And just don't overthink these extensions. And the Bears got him for money that's not even in the top 10 at his position. And then also there's kind of an issue brought up in the comments over these last videos talking about contracts. And it's like, Sean, let's stop celebrating players essentially getting taken advantage of by the team, signing team-friendly contracts. They're going to eventually outplay these contracts. You know what? If they outplay these contracts, we're taking care of them right now. They are happy. They want to be here. But if they outplay these contracts, guess what? The salary cap is going to rise. Guess what? These players are still under team control. We're not going to wait if we want a player until they are set to go into free agency. The Bears get it done early. So absolutely, if we have to renegotiate these contracts in a couple of years, huge praise, right? That means the player is absolutely balling out. That means we will gladly take care of them and sign them to new money. That is what's being shown by this front office, and that's what's being communicated to players, not only in the locker room, but also across the league. All of these free agents are seeing what the Bears are doing, treating their players fairly, plus taking care of them ahead of time. This is becoming a destination for players, and the only thing left is to the really big thing, prove it on the field, right? And I think we're finally set up this year to finally do that. Cautiously optimistic. I'm not happy with just winning off seasons. So you guys let me know what you think in the comments. I think this is a fantastic move. So encouraging. And I'll continue to be here giving you Chicago Bears news on the daily. Bear down, friends, and we'll talk soon.